What's up, everybody? Welcome into another Big Men on Campus college basketball preview video. This is the first video of 32. I'm going to break down every conference as we get you ready for next week, next Tuesday, November 5th, first day of college basketball. Over the next 30 or so previews, we are going to go over every conference. I'm going to do these rapid fire. And basically what I'm going to do is basically just put you in to college basketball mode. Get you ready, get you excited, and start to kind of educate you on these conferences. Little, big, whatever. We're going to break them all down. And in each video, they're going to be short, 7 minutes or less. Going to basically give you a primer on every conference. So, starting today in this video, we're going to go over the American Conference, let you know who's the favorite, who's going to get the job done, maybe a sleeper, and something to look out for as we get ready for college basketball. Let's get into the American. This is going to be an exciting conference this year. Obviously, throughout the latest couple of years, it's really been, a conference basically controlled by Cincinnati, controlled by Houston, Wichita, Temple, Memphis. They've all kind of been there, but never really contenders. And then you have the bottom of the conference, Tulane, East Carolina, South Florida, those kind of teams. But for the first time in a while, I think this is going to be a pretty competitive conference. We start up at the top, my winner. And look, let me be honest with you. I think Memphis is going to win this conference, but I don't think it's going to be easy. One thing that I like about Memphis is obviously their influx of freshmen. I mean, they have one of the most exciting teams in the country coming into the season. But I have my concerns about Memphis. Obviously, one being, how do they handle all these young players? Can Penny Hardaway do it? We've really never seen anyone do it outside of Calipari and Coach K. There's some question marks with this team. Look, are they going to be electrifying? Are they going to be fun to watch? Sure they are. James Wiseman is going to be as good as it gets. The front court with Achouwe and DJ Jeffries. I mean, it's going to be terrific to watch. But who gets them the basketball? That's the big question. Who's the point guard? Is it Damian Bow? Is it Booger Ellis? Who is the point guard for this team? And how do they handle half court? Because look, what teams are going to do? Look, this conference ain't stupid. John Brennan and Aaron McKee and Kelvin Sampson and Brian Gregory and all these coaches. They're going to basically say to Memphis, look, we're not going to allow you to score in transition. Make sure you score in half court. That's the question I have for Memphis. I think they're going to figure it out. And look, with the talent alone, they're the best team in this conference. Because one thing about the AAC is while every team is solid, I don't really think any team is on Memphis's wavelength when it comes to talent at the end of the day. Cincinnati will be interesting with John Brennan. It's going to take some time for him to do his thing there. They do welcome back Jaron Cumberland. They bring in his cousin, Javen Cumberland, which that'll be a nice insert there. But, again, you lose a guy like Mick Cronin, you're definitely going to find some issues. Who rebounds? Is this team as prowess defensively as usual? I like South Florida. They'll be interesting. I like, obviously, Houston, but they lose a lot of talent from last year. For me, though, a sleeper, keep an eye on Tulane. This is not the same Tulane team as we're accustomed to. Ron Hunter is a terrific coach. He comes in for Mike Dunleavy, which is a major failure down at Tulane. It might not come right away, but don't think Tulane isn't going to fight. Ron Hunter always has good offensive teams. And you look out at what he was able to do in the transfer market. You lose a guy like Caleb Daniels, Samir Sahik as well, two of the guys that really anchored this Tulane team last year. You look at all of a sudden, they have high-level players. I mean, KJ Lawson from Kansas will anchor their kind of front court. Christian Thompson, who was a really good player at Rhode Island. Nick Thomas from Norfolk State. He's just a scoring threat that's always going to be in the lane. Ray Ona-Embo is healthy again. This Tulane team is going to be interesting. And Ron Hunter can coach his fucking ass off. Don't be surprised if they're in every game they play this year. And it really goes to show you the talent in this conference. Frank Haith and Tulsa's team will be interesting. Obviously, UCF, they bring in some transfers and Dazen Engram and Matt Millen. You have a Temple team who's really talented that can find a way to, if they can figure out the rebounding, they can find a way to make it interesting. So, the question for the American this year is Memphis is better than everybody. I just think they are, and they're going to figure out the point guard position. They will win this conference. My sleeper, I'm going to go Tulane. Don't be surprised if the Green Wave find a way to get in that, top 5, top 6. I don't know if they'll go to the tournament, but they're going to be interesting. Obviously, South Florida as well. That group, LaQuincy Riddell, is as good as it gets. That's it. There you have it. The American. We'll keep it going. We'll keep the conference college basketball previews coming out. Season gets started in 1 week. I'm the big man on campus. If you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you never miss a video. We got so many videos, whether it's college football, whether it's the NFL. Now we add college basketball to the arsenal. We'll see you on Tuesday. Make sure you check out all the videos as they come and filter out here. I'm the big man on campus. We'll see you next time.